You're watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Today I've got a review of a Rough Ryder reserve knife, and I want to take you through the whole experience of opening it up if you've never seen one packaged already. Here's a look at your box and the cancer warning in China on one end, and then Rough Ryder Reserve with the RRR009 barcode. And let's open it up and kind of just go through the whole experience of what it's like if you've never seen it before. This was my first time buying one, so thought it was interesting, the packaging and everything. So you've got this metal tube, and it just says Rough Ryder and the triple R pattern, and then reserved at the bottom. Then down at the bottom it says built by hand, backed for life. And this is all metal. There's the top. It's kind of a embossed from the bottom up, so it's got some relief to it. And this lid is metal too, you can see. Then you've got this foam that sort of acts as a way of holding the knife in place. And then there's another piece of foam down in there with some desiccant. And that's the tube. And then it comes in wrapped in this microfiber cloth with a rubber band around it. Let's take that off. And then we'll unravel it. You see the cloth. The cloth is the same logo as the tin, but in white. So then it's black on this side and white on this side, and it looks like it kind of gets dirty when they put it in there. So it's a little dirty when you come straight out of the package. It's a little weird, but alright. And then it's wrapped in wax paper with its own logo on the paper, and it's plain on that side. And then there's your knife. So alright, so let's look at the knife now. So Rough Ryder calls this the Reserve Easy Open Tan Micarta Sway. I guess short for sway back. And you've got this sway on the handle, and it comes in a tan micarta with nickel silver bolster with double stripe. You got nickel silver pins and nickel silver arrowhead shield that's well inlaid, and you've got this lanyard hole lined with the brass liner. On the back you've got stainless steel stainless steel springs with brass liners, and you won't really find any gapping here. They've done a good job, as I would hope for a $40 knife, of eliminating any gaps. So I hold these to a higher standard, and you can see that the centering of the blade isn't perfect. It's a little leftward leaning, but it's not bad. Nothing to complain about really. And then you've got this easy open for the blade, which is an addition over. My hands are super greasy right now, so I'm just going to use the nail nick, but you can use it with easy open. This knife is not the easiest to open anyway. It's probably about an 8 pull. The spring's really tight, but that gives you a real positive snap in the open position, which I like a lot. But if you have oil on your hands or they're a little dry, you may have a little trouble opening it with that easy open. So the handle measures 3 3/4 inches long, and the blade is made from D2 stainless steel, so an upgrade over the other sway back that I'll show you. You've got the RRR tank stamp. It's really just an etch on the blade, and then below it says Rough Rider. And then on the reverse, you've got the model number RRR009 with D2 written on it for the blade steel, and then China. Let me compare this knife. I'm sorry guys, I'm not feeling really well, so I'm just going to try to fight through this, but I got a sore throat. But I'm going to compare this to the RR2181 and show some differences here and see whether this knife is really worth the $40. This is a, I want to say $17 knife, $16.99. This is $39.99. So I expect to see, you know, some differences in quality here. And again, the gaps on this one, you know, don't compare. You got this gap at the top. So yeah, I mean, already we're seeing improvements here. But another thing is, you see the swedge on this blade. It goes all the way up past the nail nick. And what they've done is they've raised up that nail nick maybe about a half an inch up the blade, and then put the swedge below so it's not interfering. So to me, that's an improvement. Also, this is a match strike pull, where you'll notice this one is not, just an ordinary pull. So that's kind of a nice little addition. Some other little differences. I thought that this bolster looked a little bigger than this one. I'm not gonna measure that now, just to be sure that I'm not seeing things. But right here in the middle of the bolster, it measures 1.7. Okay, and I think this one's a little more narrow, which it is. You can tell that I'm having to pull that back. So in the middle of that bolster, you got a measurement of 1.53. So it is a little thinner down towards the bottom. I think they've just kind of tried to streamline it a little bit, make it a little more elegant. But the blades appear, I believe the blades are pretty close in shape. I would have to measure that. It looks like this stop comes out further, so maybe it is slightly different in the handle, but they're very similar. I'm not going to try to measure the blades, but anyway, this is a 3-inch blade, and again, no locking mechanism. So, but I mean, it's really pushing the limit of 3 inches there, and it's bumping that top of the bolster right at 3 inches. So it's going to be super close to being legal for UK carry in terms of the measurement, but I think y'all will be alright. I know that Heine Haynes has sold other Rough Rider reserve knives, so I'm hoping this is going to be a legit carry for you guys over there, as nice as it is. But let's look more at the handle here and the material. That Micarta is very well smoothed out, and everything you kind of want to see in this knife, it looks like they've improved on it. This is a little bulky, you know. This feels lighter, feels more maneuverable, sleeker. They've just tweaked that knife, and I think they've just improved on it. So yeah, if you liked the 2181, you're gonna like this even more. I think they've just taken it, tweaked it just here and there, made it a little smaller at the bolster end here. It doesn't appear to be as wide. I can measure that for you guys. Let's do that. So right at the middle of the handle, we've got 13.29, and the handle here in the middle is 11.51. So yeah, it's just a little thinner, a little more refined. And yeah, like I think they just taken that and just said, hey, let's refine it, let's make it a little better, let's tweak it, let's improve on things that we maybe could have done better. And they have made it better, but it's also a $40 knife. This one was $17, so I'll let you guys decide, you know, if those modest improvements are enough to sway you to buy this knife over this knife. $40, $17. But that's pretty well going to do it for me right now. Like I said, I'm a little under the weather, so not feeling great. Going to cut this one a little short. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And make sure you ring the bell so that you're aware of new videos when they are uploaded. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys have a great day and take care.